Hi YouTube friends and family, I'm a Survivor and Thriver here. Guys, I just wanted to take a minute to discuss something that I'm not sure if you guys are aware of. Maybe you are, and if not, hopefully this will be some good information. I recently read this article which stated that there's this farm in Alabama that's been harvesting fruit for generations, and they use immigrant Mexican workers, and based on what's going on with immigration now, a bunch of those guys who used to work the farm, he had 65 employees and they all walked off the job. And so there are fruit there, I think there's tomatoes that they were harvesting, and they just walked off the field, and all of the tomatoes on the 100-acre farm are rotting on the vines. And I bring that up because just in case you're thinking about gardening this year, I think that'll be a wonderful idea. We're taking gardening serious this year, and we're planting a bunch of stuff. As you can see, I have some plant starts here that are growing nicely, and I'm thinking, not just myself, several of my other family members are thinking the same way. If there's nobody out there in the fields harvesting the fruits and veggies, then the ones that are harvested, farms that can afford to maintain workers, those fruit and vegetables in the grocery stores are going to be sky high. The prices are just going to shoot up. And so to avoid getting caught up in that type of situation where you have to spend a whole lot of money buying fruit and vegetables, why not just grow it yourself? As you can see, we are really amping up our growing for this year. There are a couple of books that I recommend getting. I'm going to share with you now. These two books right here. Compost Everything by David the Good, and Grow or Die, same author. So I purchased these from Amazon, and they're great books as far as, telling you what you could compost instead of going by strict rules that, people create. You can really use a whole bunch of different things to compost and feed your garden with, instead of going out there and buying chemical fertilizers and such. So that's the book I recommend. And this is part of the garden, what we're doing. These are 55-gallon food grade barrels. What we did was cut off the tops and bottoms, and we cut these barrels in 3 segments, and we're using them as planters. Okay, we create our own potting mix, which I will share in the show more section, the ingredients that I use. We have a wheelbarrow there and a wheelbarrow there, and in case you don't know, guys, this is how you do it. You put cardboard down on the grass or concrete or wherever you decide to grow. You put the ring section here. Inside you put in newspaper. You wet the newspaper up. Once that's done, then you put your prepared potting mix inside of the barrel, and then you cover it with some type of covering. Right now we're using hay, but you can use mulch or anything, and that's for moisture retention and to suppress the weed growth inside of your garden beds. All right, so we have several here, and that's what we're doing. And in case you guys are interested, you want to find a cheap way to create garden beds in your garden, this is it. Cheap and effective. So we're going to be growing a bunch of things this year, and for the most part we're going to be utilizing these garden beds. And I thought I'd just share that with you. And as I stated before, I will share a link to that story that I read in the show more section to explain, so you can read the story for yourselves and tell you if it should let you know if you should be serious about growing your own food this year. All right, guys, any questions, comments, leave them below. And you know how it goes. If you want to be like me, I'm a survivor and thriver. Out.